Hello everyone, my name is Zach and I have a kind of an interesting story to tell. A few years ago, I started developing symptoms of severe schizophrenia where I would hear these really bad voices that would tell me all kinds of horrible things and basically beat me down with their words. It caused me so much distress that naturally I had quite a few suicide attempts. The last one, I went up to the gun store and tried to purchase a gun, but they wouldn't sell me one because the name that I had put down on the gun form was not, the address that I had put down on the gun form was not the same as the address on my driver's license, so they wouldn't sell me one. But had that not happened, I would have been gone. So I didn't kill myself. A few months later, I discovered an amazing technique that suddenly set me free from all the pain I had been experiencing, all my depression, all my anxiety, everything. And this technique I'm going to give to you now. I discovered this in a program called Refuge Recovery, which was, it is a Buddhist-inspired path to recovery, actually from addiction, as I do have some addiction history. So I was going to these refuge meetings, and then I read the Refuge Recovery book by Noah Levine. And in this book, it told us to meet pain with compassion. Now this was something I had never tried before, so I started trying it out. I would sit down, meditate, and when I would hear these voices and feel these negative emotions that they were causing me, I started to take a look at these emotions and these voices, and I started trying to focus and generate feelings of compassion towards them. Compassion towards the voices and compassion towards the feelings that they created. And suddenly something interesting really happened. I became separated from these emotions and these voices. Suddenly, I am no longer the one feeling that emotion. I'm the one feeling compassionate. And the emotion is suddenly out here, where I still sense it, but it's not consuming me. And as I focus and generate these feelings of compassion towards it, as if it's another person, the bad feeling just kind of fades away. All right? And when it comes up again, you associate it with feelings of compassion. And so I've been using this on all of my negative emotions, and it has not failed me yet. Meeting pain with compassion. And I've heard one story of a person who had this, a real physical illness and was in a lot of physical pain. He said it worked for him too, even with physical pain. So I know that this idea is kind of being circulated around, but I want to give it to you now. The next time you feel a very negative emotion, take a few moments to sit down, focus, and try and generate the feeling of compassion and kindness and compassion and kindness towards it as if it's another person. And see if this works for you. Sometimes it takes some focus, but sometimes it'll just happen automatically. It's been an amazing journey, and it set me free basically overnight, where I was at the end of my rope. All I thought about was death. I wanted out so bad, and this changed me basically overnight. So I've been telling everyone about it, and here's my first video about it. I hope this works for you, and if it does, pass it on. All right, thank you guys.